Against Joseph Kambourakis, and looks like they are underway. Joseph is sporting the playmat that was given away for this event. It's got Sagu Mauler. I want one of those so bad, GCB.
Sagu Maulers or playmats? Because I always want a Sagu Mauler.
That's a great question. Well played, sir.
Shuhei with a great start there. Rodclaw Mystics out a Jeskai Wind Scout. Cool. That was a cool play.
Yeah, not too bad for his opponent here, though, who's kind of... Oh, geez. I have to say I did not expect to see the
Saddle Brute?
The old Saddle Brute there, but there it is. Sultai beat down. And there's a burn away to kill the Sage Eye Harrier to make sure that the damage keeps flowing here for Shuhei Nakamura.
Yeah, and just a lot of little guys. Those morphs not unmorphing, they're not really offering much resistance there from Joseph.
Why aren't they turning face up? Is he ready now?
Maybe they're on the splash and he can't unmorph them. So there's a bring low.
Bring that thing down to the ground.
And so it looks like Joseph might be stabilizing here. Shuhei hesitant to use that.
Oh, he's like, nice play, Matt, bro. I've got one of those right here for you.
Of the devil.
Jeez, and here's an abomination of good duel too.
Wow. But
Shuhei's not attacking. No kidding.
Well, you know, maybe he's afraid of those morph creatures.
Yeah. Well, do you see the
ponyback?
Yeah, those three dice are the ponyback's little friends, and bang! Here's Sarkon the Dragon Speaker too.
Wow.
Shuhei's going to need to kick this thing into overdrive.
Oh!
Holy smokes! Death Frenzy for like the 6-for-1.
And kills Sarkon.
Oh
and
my
loots.
goodness!
Wow, that was huge.
And so take 13.
Now we know why Shuhei was being so hesitant to attack with his 4/5. He knew that as long as his opponent had a bunch of 2/2s, that Death Frenzy was going to win the game for him.
Wow.
Yeah.
We knew something had to be up. It didn't make sense on the board.
That Saddle Brute was holding back even before that Ponyback unmorphed.
God, I wonder, you know, if you're in Joseph's seat, are you thinking to yourself, what is going on here?
It's possible that you're thinking, God, I'm glad he's not trying to attack me with that thing.
Yeah.
And you forget to think, oh, what's going on here? Because, you know, Shuhei's first two creatures were both 1 toughness creatures. It didn't look like a Death Frenzy deck.
Right.
So, worked out well for Shuhei. He really set Joseph up.
Wow, that was beautiful. And here's a play that you don't see super often, but it does happen, which is the turn 2 Ice Feather Aven, no morph.
And Ice Feather Aven used to block a Leaping Master, so it looks like Shuhei's playing to a long game. Or saying, I got another flyer, no big deal.
All right, there's a Mardu Ascendancy there for Joseph.
That could be a problem for Shuhei.
It could be, because his guy doesn't block very well. It's going to block here. Oh!
And the Awaken the Bear kills
Awaken the Bear eats the Witness of the Ages and leaves Joseph. He really wants to follow up with some creatures here so he can get that Mardu thing going, but in the meantime, Shuhei looks like he fired off a Rakshasa's Secret to clear out a couple of lands.
Yeah, and Joseph, a little land flooded, finds one creature, but...
Wow, this is working out so well for Shuhei.
Sagu
Mauler has made its appearance. Are they staring at each other now?
Well, this is interesting. Both of them have potential attacks, but if either of them attacks, the other person has a very good attack back.
Yeah, so, also, Joseph has a nice double block on the Sagu Mauler there. He could just trade the Icespire Mantis for it if Shuhei has nothing else.
Exactly, which is why... and Shuhei instead has a
Teamer Charm. Yeah, so cancel that order.
But he does trade off the Mauler. Mauler fought and then fought all the creatures as well.
Oh, but here's Sarkon.
Oh, man.
And Shuhei now has to try to fight Sarkon over and over.
Sarkon and a bunch of tokens. But the tokens are getting eaten by the Disowned Ancestor.
Ah, right. And, ooh, a Kirin, though. That makes a bunch of tokens, too.
Wow.
And it blocks the Jeskai Wind Scouts from hitting Sarkon. They were just about to kill Sarkon.
And a Bitter Revelation for Shuhei lets him find maybe an answer.
I mean, he's moving all in to try to kill Sarkon, it looks like.
And he does.
And Joseph took the conservative line of blocking the 1/5 there instead of trying to block one of the Wind Scouts and letting Sarkon live, but maybe having to trade off his Kirin.
Right.
I mean, that Kirin is keeping him 1 token ahead, but the rest of the tokens just get eaten anyway.
Right, and the Kirin also can attack through this time.
Remember, this had a Sagu Mauler on it at some point.
Crazy, and the Mardu Ascendancy, which just didn't quite take over. And you're seeing little bits of damage in. It's like Disowned Ancestor's growing.
Yes, Saddle Brute's doing the job of eating Goblin tokens now.
So it looks like
and there's a morph.
Kieran is not coming in because he doesn't want to trade it for one Wind Scout and then have the Wind Scout able to beat back.
Oh man, I would just jam it right in there. Make him show me something. I'd trade it for both Wind Scouts, right?
Right, you would, yeah.
Yeah, but if he has a trick, then that of course changes.
Oh,
what was it?
It looked like you
was it an
arc lightning.
Oh, an arc
top.
lightning?
Yeah.
Oh god! He did the thing where you kind of hold it sideways and like, is this good enough? And apparently it was.
Yeah.
Wow, so we get a game 3 on our turbo match here.
Sagu Mauler just lost.
How in the world? That does not happen very often.
Shuhei might have had the option of not attacking with that Mauler the turn it thought.
Yeah.
And then, you know, maybe it's got a better chance of surviving.
Maybe you just sit back on the thing forever.
Yeah.
Until the way is totally clear. I don't know. I do love, by the way, that Shuhei's playing Sagu Mauler into the Sagu Mauler playmat, though. It's just, it's too good. Especially because Joseph has turned the playmat over towards Shuhei, like in an apparent act of intimidation.
Right.
Here we are, game underway. Everybody's getting their mana set up. Still getting mana set up, doing a little outlasting, doing
a lot of Disowned Ancestors. Great way to set up a frenzy.
True, true.
Oh, and there's the Ascendancy, so he might need it.
Here's Rakshasa's Secret, gets rid of a land and a land for Kambourakis.
And there's Sarkhan
again.
Does he have 2 of this guy?
My goodness.
Wow, Shuhei's in trouble.
Yeah, Shuhei's in big trouble. He needs to find, how does he even answer this?
It's a great pin to have the Ascendancy, which says you should stay back and block, versus the Sarkhan, which says you have to attack me.
No kidding.
And the Saddle Brute comes in.
Okay, that could change things.
It's pretty good.
I mean, Mardu Ascendancy when you're on blocking duty is miserable.
Absolutely. So, Shuhei finding a way to make it a little harder.
Kambourakis reads Sarkhan, like, are we ticking towards a ultimate here, potentially?
I think probably not, until Shuhei demonstrates that he can deal with the flyer. I think he'll probably just keep attacking.
All right.
Oh, a Sultai Charm takes out the Salt Road Patrol, and now Shuhei is...
Is Joseph just going to chump block to keep Sarkhan alive for a turn? He does.
He does, yeah.
Oh, but he sacked his Mardu Ascendancy to keep his creature alive, and now follows up with a big turn. Wow. Mardu Warshrieker into the Yeti there.
Yeah, because he was able to attack with Sarkhan and keep the morph back as well.
Summit Prowler doing work.
Yes.
Although
he still has not played a 5th land, so he's got a lot of options probably in his hand over there, but does he have options that'll work in this situation?
And you know his life total has to be dwindling. I think he's taken 3 hits from Sarkhan.
Or more.
Or more? Like, that is a major issue. Oh, it was Ice Feather even, but he didn't have enough mana.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
He wanted to try to get that last mana drop and then flip it up to bounce Sarkhan and kind of reset that whole situation, but it gets injured or brought low before he can untap and have that mana.
Joseph's having none of that unknown stuff. The stuff he sees looks great. He's going to take out the thing with
he's like, that looks potentially scary. I will kill that.
And so Shuhei forcing Joseph to block to save Sarkhan. But it looks like it's not going to matter.
Yeah, but Joseph actually has some good blocks here. Oh, wow. A bold triple block.
Says, we got tricks, not getting through to
Oh, that worked out beautifully for Joseph. It was just a 1-for-1. But Shuhei had drawn Master of the Way to kill Sarkhan.
So he's back in it.
You know, there is a bonus to being missing land drops and having a bunch of cards stuck in your hand.
Always have cards. And there's the Death Frenzy.
And there's a ride down. Wow, this match is insane.
They're back and forth. Oh, that's a big
rider.
That's a big creature. I like Shuhei now. I think he's winning this one.
I'm with you on that, given the board state that I see Joseph Turbo saying go, and Shuhei finds the win with Awaken the Bear.
You're not ripping the